Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Europa Universalis IV. I am Likador. We are looking at the end game of Ming for me. Yeah. All right. So let's look at our leaders here. Lack of note. Lack of note. Okay. People we. All right. This is the first emperor we had. Some conquests and some stuff. The long Ming conquest of Alex. Victorious. Yep. That. That. Short. Brutal. Bloody. Conquest of Satsumura. Wow, we really did that? Yeah. In his reign? Ooh. Battle of Hokkaido Coast. Yeah. Satsuma, okay. Pyongyang. Suo. Shija. That place. Aki. The Epic. Brutal. Mongolia Tribute. Shinju. Shinju. That. That little place. Constructed a trade station. Okay. Well, I don't need to know about that kind of stuff. This guy reigned for a couple years. Repaired the wall. That. Jugular. Not sure what that was all about. Because I don't think we've force converted one place. That's about it. Da 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 da. All that. Sepik for Brunei tribute. Okay. If I knew that tribute can allow me to take the land, I would have done that a lot sooner. Ming Sahilish Imperialist War. Really? Short British Psy War. The first war happened in 1706. Or somewhere around there. So 24, 565. Yep. Probably embracing the faith simply because they were part of me and we had harmonized them. Mong Yang, Imperialist War. Yep. Psy, that. First Canadian War, or the brief Imperialist War. Okay. We were diabolically assaulted. These tributes are more of annoyance than anything. Yep. Fifth unsuccessful Imperialist War. The long Imperialist War. The short Imperialist War. The third, Mali Mongyang Imperialist War. Short Imperialist War. Fifth. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Played as Ming. 60-year ruler. 42 of our wars were victories. None of them were defeats. Negative 3,000 men. Well, okay. So these are... Alright. Slightly killed more. Killed one ship per year. We didn't lose any ships to war. Killed 17 nations. Added. That was probably colonial nations appearing. We had 186 military leaders. I'm pretty sure this was the legend upon legends. We were Confucius. Beijing had 50 development. We had no disasters. Okay. My score. Fleet. That. Mostly trade. Didn't finish that one. A little bit prestige. All the ideas. Alright. Timeline. We don't need that. gonna be very interesting to see what actually happens over there. Alright, play. Alright, there's some plays in Africa, Asia, well, Africa, Asia. Africa, around the Horn over here, so I'm seeing some little things over here. These guys doing stuff over here. So pretty normal plays for these guys. There's Mawa, the eventual conqueror of worlds, the nations. I haven't really played an Indian nation, a nation in India. And I haven't played a North American nation either. Okay. A little plays. France getting a little bigger. Oh, it looks like... Yeah, the Burgundian inheritance happened and still got half of it, and France got the other half. Okay, so there's some land for them. Muscovy be Muscovy. Not really looking at my spot over there. What is this? Okay. It's my phone. Little places here and there. Sanger Yogurt. Oh yeah. We were very conservative in this game. Considerably. I should have conquered all of this really quickly and all of this really quickly. I think the start was conservative enough considering how we were not in a position for what's that? Not in a position for something or other. Definitely want to take like a couple of these small little states over here as colonial nation, like Brunei here would have been very nice, and then just like expand there, and they would naturally expand into there, so they can colonize over here and such, and then we can focus on like actual colonial nations. Muscovy's doing fine. The Ottomans have at this point eaten into all of Hungary. Okay. 1500. I wasn't even watching. I was like commenting over there. Muscovy becomes Russia. So this is about the time I saw Ottomans in Russia. I'm like, holy shit, Ottomans. I didn't realize how far they were in here. I was like, I think I could only see about that much. Nothing is really important in Africa right now. Castile's doing fine on their colonization. What happens? Morocco's done a little bit into Castile and Portugal at this point, so that's gotta be a setback for them. It's a definite setback for them. Mali occupying a lot over there. Okay. This is on just like normal fast speed. Castile owns a little bit in there, I want to say. Yeah, it's Castile. I thought Delhi was going to be the big, strong person over there. But that didn't happen. Mala is just conquering a little bit here and a little bit there, and by the time we noticed them, they were too strong. Yeah. Blah blah blah. Russia's fine over there. Oh, Morocco just ate half Castile in 1550, 1575-ish. Okay. Oh, they ate Portugal too. That's what spawns Brazil over there. France is over there. So the wars with Morocco went bad. So that's what happened. There's them colonizing the what's it, the Cape? When Morocco beats Castile and Portugal in a war, I don't know how. They might have helped France for some odd reason. That kept them off their game. And then they pushed back. There's Morocco almost eating all of Castile there. France will start getting involved. And there I cut off Russia. Like, no, you can't have any more over here. Get lost. Yeah, okay. I actually missed my little vassals at the end there. Because I didn't have anyone to help me do anything for a long time. Now there's France eating into Castile. It's Russia pushing into Sweden, Sweden pushing back. So that will be a continuous thing, and then the Ottomans just gobbling everything in their freaking path. It's kind of ridiculous. The Ottomans were so unchecked in this game. Their unholy alliance with France there was incredible. And France, you know, colonizing into was one of the two main colonizers in the game, or three, I should say. Because, you know, it was France, Britain, and Ming, were the actual colonizers. At this point, do we have... Oh yeah, Sagans appeared. Over there. A little bit of Canada has popped out. Some other things over there. Breton had territory for a while. Yeah, yeah. Ottomans eating into Russia. I like the fact that we were allied to the Ottomans for a while, but then, you know, something just popped, and then I really couldn't explain anything beyond that. Malwa's at pretty much full strength at this point, or going full board. So we went from the Ottomans to Malwa to Lang Zhang. That is, you know, a lot of not good. I wish I could have pushed more into Great Britain over there in the New World, but that didn't happen. Oh, we have Scandinavia now. Okay. I couldn't see into the fog of war. I might have expanded a little bit faster than we did. And I didn't actually just like... Yeah, I probably should have got a conquistador in there and just like pushed them through early on. Can't go through non-native countries. C15, I think that's Canada. Maybe. Yeah. C15's been cut in half. Russia's being sandwiched. I like the one point in time where we actually, oh, that's probably where France and the Ottomans lost their alliance. Or I did ask for one territory from Russia. I'm like, give me. He asked for a lot of territories. Eventually. Brazil and Colombia pushing each other back and forth. And then France is going to go, I want part of Brazil. There's Shadowport over there. So we should have the Cuddlewood over here. Yep. It's pretty much a non-factor in all this. All it did was send me money. Every so often. Didn't really fight. I don't really like that. And then we're colonizing up there, our northern areas. I think we're fighting Britain at this point. Probably. We fought a lot of them. We fought them a bunch of times. There's the Cold Port appearing. The biggest they'll be, and then they lose like one territory. Right there. And then there's smaller again. And then we'll make them slightly bigger when we take part of Canada over there. And there's Newfoundland, okay. So that's how that appeared. And there's the Ottomans separating Scandinavian Russia, like Big Brother. It's like, you two no longer fight. I might have been able to beat the Ottomans with my wartime strategies. It would have been interesting, to say the least. The Congo is always sneaking out. There were very few countries in the game at the end of the game. There's usually a lot of countries, but this time there were very, very few. I mean, there were colonial nations slowly over there, but you look at that, it's like in Africa you have Tunis, Ottomans, Mali, Congo, and 1, 2, 3, 4 other nations, basically. And there's the disappearance of several little spots in the Ottoman territory. In Africa, as that red little area gets smaller and smaller. Alright, that'll be it for today. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys again next time. We will be playing Japan. Alright, have a good day.